There are more books to be recovered and secured in the Arcanium.
Okay.
All right. I wrote down the last place I'd heard about. Don't get killed.
I'll try not to.
Fight well.
Looks like you know your Daedra.
Okay, I did some research. To advance the Cerwiden's quest,
I've got your back.
we need to go to the Arcanum, but it needs to be after
Let's get going then.
8 AM. So it's only 5:41 AM now. So I'll have to sleep for a couple of hours. And then go there.
Get out of my way. Get out of my way.
I wonder if Morrigan will stay here. Residence. I think she will. You can stay here and be the Archmage.
Let us proceed lest the dust gather on us.
She will move fast in this sand. It barely makes noise. He likes it.
Is she gonna stay here? She's still following. I think she's still following. Maybe not. Maybe she's not following. Okay, she can stay here and do the Archmage duties. In theory. Yeah, she's not with us. Okay, is this guy here? There's nobody here.
Still here. Yes?
She learned to wield a sword as well as any man. Could kill a deer
Like the
with an
divines
arrow
and
100
Daedric princes
paces,
known here,
and was as
the lords of
graceful on
chaos
the back
are
of a
deities
horse
in
as she was on
They are
foot.
considered. There are many chaos lords. In our plane, the most powerful and back in my land, and I believe the University of Bakshan's Department of Thaumaturgy and Sorcery also had copies in their library. Perhaps there's something here at the College of Winterhold.
Oh, my dear Urag, you're trying so hard to help.
Lead on.
I do hope you're not disappointed.
Disappointed is not the word I would choose, Colette. Excuse me.
May I help you, Archmage?
Well, no, not really. Not directly, I mean. But I know things are being said behind my back. Conversations cease when I enter rooms. I'm quite aware of what's going on here, and I will not stand for it.
Okay. Okay.
All right, then.
Alright then.
I wonder if a librarian at Cyrodiil leaves all the cleaning duties to a single apprentice. I'm Mr. Groshub's apprentice. While I've been trained in the library arts, at the moment, my duties are rather limited. There isn't much that Master can't handle already. I'm more of an understudy, someone who takes over if and when he retires. Which, at this rate, will be anywhere between someday and never.
Okay.
All right, then.
I'm nothing if not persuasive.
Ah! Here's an arrow coming up the stairs. There he is.
I'm a historian of the cosmic balance, the force that binds together all living things. I study aspects of lords of the higher worlds, whether they be called divines, Daedric princes, or other names.
Chaos Lords.
My focus of late has been the Lords of Chaos. I've written 3 books on the topic.
Oh, what a nice coincidence that is.
As you know, Winterhold was not always the minor hold capital it is today. It was a bustling city that rivaled even Solitude. Winterhold was the beacon of higher learning in Skyrim, with students from every nation and city-state seeking admission. It was said many years ago that one student brought with him a plague that decimated Winterhold. The plague spread like wildfire, and many city districts were quarantined to prevent the disease from spreading. Because of the plague, trade with the city almost stopped entirely, essentially cutting off needed supplies. Even though only certain districts were quarantined, merchant ships instead went to Windhelm. Merchant caravans simply avoided Winterhold entirely, lest they be turned away from other cities as plague carriers.
In spite of it all.
Okay, and what does that have to do with the Chaos Lords?
Prayers to the divines went unanswered, as did those to the Daedric princes. Even prayers to the Lords of Law did not lift the plague. In desperation, it has been said that Winterhold called upon the Lords of Chaos as a last resort. Rumour has it that Maybelord of Chaos intervened, but, as in the way of chaos, prayers may not be answered in the expected or desired manner. Indeed, Maybelord supposedly sent a storm so fierce that it sent most of the city crashing into the Sea of Ghosts. And because the College still stood in the calamity's aftermath, many in Skyrim remained skeptical of the College.
Okay. Is there any proof?
Not yet, no. I've been unable to determine veracity of the legends.
What a shame.
2 volumes have already been published and are quite popular in Priestess Cerwiden's homeland. Here, however, my works have been outlawed as heresy by the Thalmor, so you won't find them in any libraries. The first volume gives some background into the primary Chaos Lords. The second volume covers the rules set forth by the cosmic balance associated with earthly manifestations of the Lords. The final volume discusses how to summon the Lords of Chaos from their home plane of existence into this realm.
Would you happen to have some of those books with you?
I have copies of the first 2 volumes I can give to you. Here you go.
Okay.
I have not published the 3rd volume, as it's not complete. I'd also been having second thoughts about publishing it. That sort of knowledge is simply too dangerous, and would upset the balance in this world.
Why would you say that?
Yes, animals, elementals, and other lesser beings. How many mages are able to summon the divines or Daedric princes at will? As a case in point, my most recent draft of Volume 3 was stolen shortly after my arrival. I of course filed a complaint with the college, but magical scrying indicated that the thief was not of the college. I still can't fathom how anyone knew I was here, much less to steal that particular volume. So much for the college's so-called security from outsiders. In any case, it's obvious that the thief knew exactly what to take, as nothing else was missing. And as our astute young priestess has already noted, her investigation and my stolen tome cannot be mere coincidence.
Okay. Do you have any information that may help us?
I have an earlier draft of Volume 3 I can give to you. It also has some of my notes interspersed.
Oh, that's handy.
If you have additional questions after reviewing what I've given you, come back and see me.
Okay. Okay.
Safe travels.
I'm right behind you. Yes? I've read the first 2 volumes before. They're interesting to say the least. They're required reading at the temple.
Okay.
As you wish.
Do I have to read it?
You lead, I'll follow.
Okay, I'm gonna read this book. Chaos Pantheon Volume 3. Elric of Melnibone. Is that where Cerwiden's from? Okay, he's still got an arrow on his head.
There seems to be a fundamental misunderstanding of the cosmic balance in Skyrim.
Okay. I have questions about the artifacts.
What would you like to know?
I don't know.
Very few mortals have the power, much less the knowledge, to summon a lord of the higher planes.
Yeah.
The Chaos Lords taught the ancient Melnibonian aristocracy how to craft rings that would assist in such summoning.
Okay.
With Melniboni's decline, and with it the worship of the Chaos Lords, these rings have been lost to history.
Melniboni?
The only known, remaining ring in existence belongs to Elric, the last Melnibonian emperor. The Staff of Lordly Might is a curious artifact. No one remembers the history of when or how it was created, or by whom. Some say it was created by the followers of the cosmic balance, but I find that premise impossible to fathom. The Melnibonian texts I studied indicate that the staff would bind the lords to the summoner's will, and without a corresponding pact. This, of course, goes against every principle of the cosmic balance. And there's no evidence in Melnibonian history that any member of the ruling class ever attempted to use the staff.
Okay, whatever.
I'll let you know if I find more information. Good journey to you.
Cerwiden.
I'm right behind you. Yes?
Do you know what he's talking about?
I've never heard of Actorios before. But this ring, and Prince Elric's name was on that note you found on the assassin. I'm beginning to see what Lord Dawnbliss was trying to show me through the vision.
Well, that's good.
It would seem those who stole the volume from Sinal may be attempting to summon the Chaos Lords back to our realm. And that means they'll need a summoning ring, making Prince Elric a target for them.
What about the staff?
I don't know much about this staff. When Melnibity fell to the raiders from the Purple Towns commanded by Elric, its capital Immer was sacked. Perhaps the staff somehow made its way here to Skyrim. Lord Dawnbliss hasn't granted me any visions of the staff. I wonder why. I do agree with Sinal, however. I don't see how an artifact, no matter how powerful, could truly bind even the earthly manifestations of the Chaos Lord.
It's all very confusing for me.
As Lord Dawnbliss grants me additional knowledge, I'll be sure to tell you.
Well.
Let's get going then.
At least somebody knows what's going on.
I really miss my sisters from the temple. Sophie would help me dress my hair before Vesper.
Okay. I think I only changed it to that menu mode.
I've got your back.
Dismiss.
Yes?
Morrigan. Okay. Who are you? No. Don't worry about that.
You lead, I'll follow.
Okay. You guys just gonna stand there now?
I still can't determine the relation between some Daedric princes and the Lords of Chaos.
Well, you're not the only one.
Until we meet again.